I start collaborating with the captain. I said, okay, look, I've been visualizing this since I was 12 years old. I really want to make it look like we're in space.
Yeah.
Because the moon's shadow is going to black out the Earth's atmosphere. That's why you can see through the atmosphere, because that's the moon's shadow above us and beneath us. It's kind of like an Oreo cookie, you know. And so I said, I need to get at least 180-degree view of the Earth, but shooting through this little 8-inch wide window, I need to do, you know, this big panoramic photo mosaic. Is there any way you could sort of turn the plane around when we're in the moon's shadow? He's like, I'd have to get approval by the air traffic control to do that. I was like, I know that this is absurd to ask. He's like, yeah. But considering there's all these people excited and we have executives on board and it's this historic moment, and I will ask them, but do not get your hopes up. That's a very slim chance. I'm like, oh man, thank you. That's all I can ask for. So we climb up to 35,000 feet and we're about 10 minutes from totality. So the moon is blocking the sun more and more. The sun now looks like a little crescent. And the captain comes on to the intercom. He says, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 10 minutes away from totality. I'm going to do what's called an S-turn maneuver. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to do it. He's going to turn the plane. And so he starts turning the plane, banking it to the left and to the right. And I've got 3 cameras on me, you know, I'm covering 2 windows, suction cupped, and I'm sweating and shaking. I'm utilizing everything I've ever learned in my 17-year career, right? In these, it was only 2.5 minutes that lasted. We got 3 minutes though, because we were flying 500 miles per hour with the moon shadow. So we got 30 extra seconds. Thank God, because I needed that. And I immediately could tell he wasn't turning the plane enough. It wasn't steep enough, and he wasn't turning enough time. So I wasn't getting a wide enough view. Obviously it's out of my hands now. There's nothing I can do. But the flight attendants, I'm in the first row. So the flight attendants, they're both sitting in the jump seat facing me right in front of me. And they get a call from the captain. And they said, John, the captain wants to know, how was that turn? I was like, are you kidding me? This actually is the private jet I always dreamed of. I said, well, since you're asking, it wasn't good enough? He said it wasn't good enough. It's got to be a sharper turn. So he climbs up another 4,000 feet to 39,000 feet, because you actually lose altitude if you turn sharp enough. And he turned the plane around 5 times while we're in the moon shadow.